Rather beautiful image from our America's Mattress Live Tower Cam. This is the eastbound view from the Grand Valley. Grand Mesa in the background, Mount Garfield. You know this view. We added some darker clouds, but if you were to swivel this 180 degrees to the west, you'd see clear skies and sunshine. So we're going to head into a beautiful night. We actually have that golden hour. We're approaching that sunset. Happens at 7:15 this evening, and it's going to be beautiful, whether you look to the west or look to the east for the glow on our mountains, our mesas, and our plateaus. We even had a rainbow. Some of these darker clouds did put some rain down, rain never actually making it to the surface, so you have a tendency to get a little breezy with that, but also I'm sure we're going to be searching social media this evening for those rainbow shots. As we move forward through just the next 24-hour period, that view will be the same. But when we get into late Tuesday night, tomorrow night this time, we're going to see some darker clouds, and we should get some storms on the increase. Rowdy storms also. And we're still going to maintain mild temperatures tomorrow afternoon. We're coming off of a great weekend. Right now we have temperatures in the mid-80s, approximate for the Tri-County area. While not official, the high temperatures for the day have exceeded what is the average for this time of the year. Montrose usually for late September, September 19th, we're usually 78 degrees. So you can see mid-80s. Grand Junction, we're spot on the 80-degree mark this time of the year. So we're not setting records with these temperatures, but we're coming off of a weekend, and these were very similar. I think we had 86 yesterday at Grand Junction, 85 yesterday at Montrose. So we're coming off of a warm weekend. We had breezy conditions as well, and that of course always happens when we start to talk about these autumn storms that are advancing in. We get our breezier, we get our windier days just ahead of it, and that's exactly what we're experiencing today. That's exactly what we're going to experience tomorrow. Remember, 78 is the magic number for Montrose, so Tuesday will be close, and 80 is that magic number at Grand Junction. So we still maintain the mild temperatures tomorrow. We still will maintain a light breeze, but once we get past the Wednesday and we get into Thursday with our overcast conditions anticipated, even if we get a little break in that cloud coverage and we allow that sunshine to burn through the atmosphere, then we'll get some rowdier storms, and then we'll have stronger storm-associated wind gusts. But we managed to avoid red flag warnings this past weekend, even though it was breezy and dry and warm. Right now we have wind speeds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Top wind gust of the day so far between the 10 and the near 30-mile-per-hour zone. So we should have this expectation moving forward. A nice light breeze. And again, tomorrow's still above the average. We still will be under the influence of the high pressure system that we had all weekend that still resides to our east and to our south. But we have the squeeze play occurring. We have this trough of low pressure that has been, we've been talking about this since the middle of last week, continues to elongate along the west coast. Rounding the base of that is our jet stream. And of course we could get little impulses of energy that can ride through and create earlier storms or later storms. But in this instance, with the cold front that will be attached to this, and by the way, this low pressure system won't even pass through Colorado, won't even get east of the Centennial State until about Thursday of this week. So leading into that period, we have our high pressure system on the move a little bit. It anchors itself in the southern plains. There's not a whole lot of movement with this low pressure system. Again, it's going to take several days to pass through, but it does allow that southwest flow. That was why we had the breezy conditions. That's also why we're going to have our increasing rain chances. We're going to get caught up in that southwest flow with some tropical influence, eastern Pacific as the source region. Last week we talked about Tropical Storm K lending itself to our storm coverage. Remember last Tuesday through early Saturday morning? Well, we're going to do the exact same thing. It's that rinse and repeat pattern, but K is not a part of it, nor is Lester. Tropical Storm Lester, gone and done with. Now we're looking at Madeline. That's going to create a little bit of opportunity to get some added rainfall into the area. So we begin this time tomorrow night. Rain showers spreading across the Four Corners region. We will also have some flooding concerns. We'll be looking at that through the Wednesday and through the Friday. But I want to prepare you because last week I talked about that pattern, that repeat pattern. This is the rain totals we've received for the month of September, 19 days worth. You look at any of these numbers, 3/4 of these rain totals were achieved just last week, Tropical Storm K. Now we're getting into the exact same pattern this week, Tuesday through Friday, and it's hard to turn that tap off. I mean, we saw Friday night heavy rain in Grand Junction. Officially, it never happened, 1/1000th of an inch being officially recorded, but buckets came down during the midnight hour Friday into Saturday. So one of the hazards now becomes the flooding. We're under a flash flood watch for the entire region. Specific, though, the Grizzly Creek burn scar, that is of concern around the I-70 corridor. If we do get upgraded to a warning, we will have that safety closure. So this is something you're going to want to monitor with us on our websites and on our social media channels. But it's the San Juans that will be the bullseye, and we are going to keep rain showers going from Tuesday night through Thursday night. Now, with that being the case, umbrellas and cooler temperatures, absolutely the order of business. Stay right there. I'm going to share the extended forecast with you in my final look.